Hello. Today again I'm with a very senior person. He's a very senior congressman and Minister of State, independent charge for consumer affairs, food and public distribution. Yes, I'm with Professor K.V. Thomas. Professor Thomas, welcome to my show. You know, Food Security Ordinance is going to expire in second week of September. In Rajya Sabha, you do not have the number to pass this bill. How you are going to manage?
If the House meets,
Right,
within 6 weeks' time, we have to get it passed.
right,
Otherwise, 6 months' time is there.
right.
I'm quite confident. Not only the number game. This food security bill
Yeah,
is for the entire country.
right,
At present, there is an existing TPDS system, but it is a social welfare scheme.
yeah,
There is no mandate, no legal right.
right,
From that social welfare scheme, about 82 crores of the people,
two-thirds of
yes,
of the
are going to
population.
get priority
Right,
under the priority category, food items, at a highly subsidized price. That is rice 3 rupees, wheat 2 rupees, and millets 1 rupee.
right,
And it is 5 kilograms per person. So this is a legislation which naturally, if you remove the political component, all governments, irrespective of their political allegiation, will welcome this. And more than that, the content of this ordinance is the content in the amended food security bill as amended by the standing committee of the parliament.
right,
And standing committee's recommendations were almost unanimous, except CPM says we want a universal version.
And you also said that you have informed BJP also prior to your ordinance.
So we had a small committee with Kamal Nath, Shindeji, and Chidambaram and myself to discuss with various political parties. What I'm informed, I've been interested with some political parties, which I have done it and
Right.
passed on what is their message to the Honorable Prime Minister.
Okay,
My other colleagues also told later that they have consulted everybody. But in the case of BJP, BJP wants a Chhattisgarh model, number one.
right,
The CPM wants, as usual, the universal rationing.
okay,
But at that time, there was no guarantee that if we prepone the parliament session, whether they will support it in the parliament. Anyway, that is ordinance has come. Now, naturally, as you said, ordinance will be before the parliament.
Right.
That is the most priority item agenda in the agenda. So, all political parties can take part in the discussion in the parliament, give their suggestions, and I think they will support us.
so you're very hopeful that this will be passed in Rajya Sabha as well.
Because this is beneficial to everybody.
Okay. Before going further, it's time to watch a special report on Professor K.V. Thomas.
Minister of State, independent charge in the Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution of Government of India, Professor K.V. Thomas was born on 10th May 1946 and represents the Ernakulam parliamentary constituency in the 15th Lok Sabha. Thomas was a member of the 12th Kerala Legislative Assembly representing the Ernakulam Assembly constituency while contesting the general election of 2009. He served as the Minister for Excise and Tourism and Minister for Tourism and Fisheries between 2001 and 2004 in the government of Kerala. Earlier, Professor Thomas was the member of Lok Sabha from 1984 to 1996. Thomas holds an MSc degree in chemistry and was a professor of chemistry at Sacred Heart College, Kochi, Kerala. Thomas had also written several books. His first book, Ente Kumbalangi, about his native village Kumbalangi, was released on 17th November 2004. Since then, he had published 5 more books. Bureau Report, Lok Sabha Television.
1,33,000 crore of rupees on, if we see the PDS, if we see the midday meal scheme, the women and child welfare scheme, roughly 1,33,000 crore is, we need that kind of amount. This scheme you will need 1,25,000 crore, right? If we see the current financial situation of this country, where the current account deficit from last 7-8 years, we are in red. Create a problem to the economy, it will be extra burden to government exchequer.
See, already there is a targeted public distribution system.
Right.
No government in power can get out of that.
Right.
That system has to continue. And we are now converting that system into a legal entitlement, number one. In the PDS system, existing one, on the basis of 2000 census, now already 2011 census is over, 2000 census and 92-93 poverty line, our subsidy component is 1,09,000 crores.
Right. In money term right now it's 88,000 crore.
Pardon me?
In money term right now it's 88,000 crore.
But it is basically
I got your point.
1,09,000.
Yes.
And the budget 90,000 crores have been allowed.
Right.
So 2000 census and 92-93 poverty line is 1,09,000 crores.
Okay.
Suppose the TPDS system continues, then I have to take over the 2011 census and the new NSSO data as well as the social and economic survey data.
True.
Then this 1,09,000 crores will become 1,13,000 crores.
Okay.
The TPDS continues.
Okay.
Then we have got a social welfare scheme like midday meal scheme, then
Child
assistance
welfare,
to
women welfare.
the pregnant woman, lactating.
Yeah.
All those things at present comes to about 9,000 crores.
Right.
That is only the 56 districts. When this is implemented throughout the country, naturally it has to be spread out. That will also go about 20,000 crores. We have put all these things component together
Right.
and becomes a legal right. So there is not much difference burden from the present burden.
Okay.
There is already we have got a burden.
Yes.
Whether it is legitimate or not is something else. Because any government in power, I don't think can get out of this, the present public distribution system.
No, but what about the leakage? You yourself said
Yes.
that in the PDS we have 15 to 20% leakage all across India.
See, there
What
is
you are
leakage.
going to do?
That is another component where we have to concentrate, whether there is a food security bill or not.
Right.
It's a different issue.
Right.
Now there is leakages. Now there have been two leakages. One, procurement, storage, transportation to the state points by the FCI.
And then the distribution in the village.
Then the
mukhias and
distribution
all.
by in the PDS.
Yeah.
In the first component, that is procurement from the farmers, storage, transportation, and to the FCI godowns.
Right.
Our storage and this transportation losses were to the tune of 2.5%,
Okay.
about 5 years back.
Right.
Because of the modernization schemes you have taken, computerization and other things, from 2.5% it has become 0.07%. It's a creditable achievement. You have to further go up. That is, last year when I handled about 82 million tons of food grains, my damages was less than 1 lakh.
Okay. Okay.
It's a creditable achievement, not that 1 lakh should be lost or damaged. That will be again brought up, we are trying on that. But as you said, the second part, the distribution part through the PDS system, it is basically with the state governments. But last 3 years, we have been assisting the state governments, directing the state governments to modernize that. There is a 9-point program for the government of India, which directs the state governments to have an end-to-end computerization, Aadhaar system, biometric system, social auditing by the Gram Panchayats, and in even distribution by the self-help groups like women's groups or even Panchayati Raj institutions. Many states have started implementing that.
Okay.
And as a result, from 22 crores of ration cards in the country, it has been brought down to 16 crores. That is, 6 crores of bogus cards have been deleted.
Right.
So this is only a beginning. So now we have to give more stress for the modernization of the PDS system.
Right.
The success of the entire system to a greater extent depends on the success in modernizing the distribution.
So where we are on computerization of distribution
Many
system?
states have gone ahead.
Okay.
There are schemes,
Yeah.
central schemes, by which except the northeastern states, other states get 50-50 assistance. Northeastern states get 90% assistance.
Right.
So we are following with the state government so that this computerization takes place, Aadhaar system comes in, biometric system comes in, and in some states like Chhattisgarh, the movement of food grains is tracked by the satellite system.
Okay.
So all these things are taking place.
There is one more problem: storage capacity. Are we working something? I mean, do
We
you
have
do you working on
really a storage capacity problem. But within the last 5 years, we have improved a lot. In 2009-10 period, our storage was to the tune of 55 million tons. At present, I have got a storage mechanism of about 78 million tons. Within next 2 years, it will become 85 million tons. I am adding another 2 million tons in the form of silos. And another, say, 10 million tons in the form of godowns, modern godowns.
Right. So are you doing with 50-50 with state and central?
There are two different schemes. One is the PEC scheme with the private entrepreneurs.
Right.
Then with the state warehousing corporation, central warehousing corporations.
Right.
All these schemes are going on one side. Second side, many of the godowns or warehouses are very old as the British period.
True.
So we are modernizing that. So these both process, we have categorized the godowns in the country A, B, C, D, and whichever is the worst condition is first renovated. So that process is taking place. Another process, so far, we don't have an exact estimation of our stored food grains as well as damaged ones. So what we are doing, 1/3 of the godowns are cleaned completely.
Okay.
So 1/3 will be cleaned completely, then only storage will start. So that we know exactly where are. So this is an operation we have just started now. So with these three operations, one cleaning operation, second modernizes the existing godowns, and adding new godowns with modern technology.
Yes, we'll talk about this. It's time to go for a very short break. Please stay tuned. Midday meal scheme, very good scheme, but what happened there in Bihar?
These are the areas where states, governments have to take a lot of precaution.
Politicization of food security bill. Do you think this is good for the country?
All responsible democratic organizations should see this above politics.
You know, the direct benefit transfer and then this food security bill, it seems that you people are completely targeting to the votes.
All our schemes are proper schemes. If you look at any scheme, right to information, for what? The people should be empowered.
Welcome back. We are in talks with Professor K.V. Thomas. Professor Thomas, you know, the food security implementation of this bill, I mean, I see lots of issues, and I want that you should please explain it in detail.
See,
We have, you know, midday meal scheme, very good scheme, but what happened there in Bihar?
These are the areas where the states, governments have to take a lot of precaution.
Yeah.
Because Government of India can give the financial assistance, we can make available the food grains, but basically the implementation with the state governments, whether it is the PDS distribution or the midday meal scheme or the food for the pregnant woman, lactating woman, all these things are implemented by the state governments and state government agencies. So whenever there are defects, we point it out. This is what is happening now. So finally it is for the I am not blaming the state governments.
Okay.
We are assisting the state. For example, states need about 3 months of their requirements, the PDS system, as the intermediate godowns. Many states don't have. So we have put scheme under NABARD, RIDF, RKVY, so that states can get financial assistance under these schemes and construct small godowns